Welcome to The Terrible Take, a mini podcast telling Steelers Nation what's on our mind.
Hi, I'm Melanie Friedlander, and welcome to my Terrible Take, coming at you every Sunday, courtesy of Steelers Depot. As I work my way through the virtual entrance physicals for the 2021 Steelers draft class, my final stop is the 254th pick of the 7th round, punter Pressley Harvin III. I'm delighted to say that as far as I can tell, the 6-foot, 255-pound punter comes to Pittsburgh with a lot of muscle mass, a strong leg, a good arm, and a clean bill of health. So from an injury standpoint, there isn't really anything to talk about. But I've had such a good time getting to know all the other draft picks that I thought I would take a moment for a deeper dive into the person that is the player. A lot of my info here comes from Harvin's speech at the Alexander Tharp Fund 2020 Endowment Dinner at Georgia Tech. I also want to give credit to some articles in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that are referenced here. Originally from a small town in South Carolina, halfway between Columbia and Myrtle Beach, the third of his name, as they say on Game of Thrones, is no stranger to adversity. His father, Pressley Harvin Jr., began dialysis for kidney failure at the young age of 16. He underwent a kidney transplant in his teens that failed and continues on dialysis 3 days a week for 4.5 hours each time to this day. Despite that, he serves as a transportation coordinator for the Head Start program in Sumter County, as well as a music minister at the New Bethel Missionary Baptist Church in Sumter. What he has taught his son is that you never quit, no matter what happens. The punter's mother also provided an example of perseverance despite unexpected challenges. In 2015, she suffered a stroke and lost the use of the right side of her body. Initially unable to speak, write, or walk, she tackled rehab like a warrior and was walking with a cane 3 months later. As a high school sophomore, Pressley had to step up and take on more responsibility, helping to care for his younger brother. His mother eventually returned to her job as a Sprint store manager and once again made her family her priority, traveling as far as Wisconsin and Alabama for football camps to maximize her son's chance for a football scholarship. Fortunately, Georgia Tech came through with an offer, giving him the chance for a solid education and an opportunity to play in the ACC, only 4.5 ways away from family and home. Pressley was an all-around athlete as a kid, playing soccer when he was young and lettering in both football and track and field all 4 years in high school. Starting as a center in Pop Warner, he moved to tight end and eventually decided to play punter in his freshman year in high school. It took him until his sophomore year to earn the starting role. Conveniently, the family lives on an 11-acre plot with a backyard that stretches about 125 yards, perfect for practicing punts when he was growing up. He also inherited his father's passion for music, playing piano and 4 different saxophones and earning first chair on the Region Band twice. While Harvin will wear number 6 in Pittsburgh, he wore 27 throughout college to honor Sam Foltz, considered one of the best punters in the country entering his senior year in Nebraska in 2016, who was tragically killed in a car accident 1 month before the season began. Harvin met Foltz at a kicking camp in South Carolina and then trained under him at the Coles kicking camp in Wisconsin and considered him a mentor. To this day, he stays in touch with Foltz's family. Harvin honored that jersey as well by being the only non-senior to be named to the nation's top punter by the National Invitation-Only Camp. Jordan Berry has been able to hold on to the punting responsibilities in Pittsburgh, even returning after being released last season. So Pressley Harvin III isn't a lock to make the active 53-man roster at the end of training camp. But my money is on him, and he sure is an easy player to root for. Thanks for joining me for my Terrible Take, and please follow me at GirlSurgeon on Twitter.
Be sure to follow us at SteelersDepot.com and check out episodes of The Terrible Take every weekday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And check out The Terrible Podcast with myself and Alex Kozora every Tuesday and Friday.